So what I'm going to do right now, I just want to get some updates and see what's going on with the market. So I have with me right now Randy Dick, and I have Phil. Phil, do you have some numbers?
When we're in this type of a market, what we want to do is we're not looking at the long game necessarily, but you really want to look at shorter time frames to see where that activity is happening and how you can get your unfair share of that market activity. So we just pulled some numbers this morning, taking a look at the Lower Mainland, for instance, and this is just since Friday. There were 237 new listings on the market. So that's 237. You got it. Yeah, 237 new listings and 166 new sales. Okay, so that I've broken it down into 3 areas throughout British Columbia. So because that's the bulk of our group is in BC, and in the Okanagan and Kamloops, you're looking at 120 new listings since Friday and 79 new sales. Okay, so that's 120 new listings in the Okanagan and Kamloops since Friday and 79 new sales. And then, of course, there's Vancouver Island in its entirety had 78 new listings and 40 new sales. And again, that's since Friday. So just the last few days, there's been tremendous market activity throughout British Columbia. And so we're really excited in terms of, what our group is doing in BC. And
so basically you do all the transaction from home.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's a good business.
What's happening right now is going to change the course of so many businesses, including real estate. We are going to experience a new way to do real estate that was happening but wasn't mainstream. So for instance, these video conferences, these video calls, that is going to be more and more of mainstream business, and it's going to turn into real estate transactions that way as well. So there's going to be a lot of really, I think, interesting and cool things that are actually going to propel our business in a new way as we come out of the coronavirus situation that we're experiencing right now. Good things like creativity doesn't happen when things are okay. Creativity comes when, oh my goodness, how do I create something out of this? So, we're in a moment right now. This is a moment where we'll look back in time and go, wow, so much good came out of this. And, right now, people are just looking at the downside, but there's so many positive things to see in the future from what we're experiencing right now.
Exactly. Actually, I tell my students the same thing. I said, look at it as an opportunity. Now you have so much time in your hands, you can actually finish the license and be ahead of the game, be ahead of everybody else, right?
And Yaana, with your platform with GOBC, I mean, you're built for this as well. My goodness, the amount of realtors that we've referred to you that have successfully passed their course with flying colors throughout everywhere in the province. Whether they're in northern British Columbia or northern tip of Vancouver Island or right heart of Vancouver. The e-learning and the way you've got your platform structured is unbelievable. For this, where things are at now. And now that, people have a little bit more time on their hands, those that are interested in getting their real estate license, can reach out to Randy and or myself and, to GOBC for their educational component and really leverage what it is that we're doing.
Even for the way that I do real estate, I am changing some of the things that I'm doing, and I know that I'll be so much more efficient and better at helping people buy and sell real estate when this is all said and done. We're building new routines right now that we would not have been able to do prior to Corona because we were caught up in the whirlwind of all the things we were doing. But today, we can actually step back and create new routines and new ways of doing it, even new systems. So there's a lot of really good things coming out of this.
When people can actually go on the streets, what do you think will happen to the market? Do you think it's going to be buyers are going to be super excited about the low interest rates and it's going to be a buyer's market? Or what do you think? Just your prediction. What do you think?
Great point. I think there's going to be pent up demand. So right now, everybody's locked in their homes. We're getting cabin fever. People have to make decisions. I mean, there's things that are in process that are causing people to have to go and buy a house or sell a house. So what we're doing is we're building up this pent-up demand of things that are going to have to happen once we get out of the coronavirus. And low interest rates are fueling that. They're going to fuel that. So people are going to be able to afford much, much more than they could prior. I was just quoted on a 10-year mortgage on an apartment building that I have at 1.67% for 10 years. What's that causing me to do is think, I need to go and buy another apartment building. So I think we're going to have this this piece of pain right now, but on the backside of it's going to be a flurry of activity with sellers and buyers, entering the marketplace and lots of activity happening.
Thanks so much for the updates, you guys. This is amazing. Thank you.